Hello, everybody. I'm Blazing Rebecca, and welcome back to Blue Rose. And looks like we discovered a little village that I don't know, something weird's going on. I don't know. And fade out and fade in. Close to the edge of the village, between two houses, a couple of children are playing. One of them is chasing around a hen. Merrily, you're scaring us away. Mom will be mad at us. Shut up. I'll get it. Don't be such a spoil sport. Oh, look out! The hen dashes past the boys, he yells at his sister and heads towards the tree line. Come back! What was that? Just as I'm about to move on, I feel an unsettling presence. I turn back to the children. There's something moving in the bushes near the fleeing hen. Wait! I go after them with a pace that feels tormentingly slow to me. The boys corner the hen by a tree a couple meters ahead. Ha! See? I told you I could catch it. He proudly moves forward to get hold of the panicky hen, and there it is. The bushes behind the boy rustle, and something comes lunging out. Ha! Marley! My crude crutches is swung in an arc through the air, pounding into the attacking shadow. Whatever it is sent flying. The boy looks at the spectacle, his mouth open in surprise. My crutch used as a mock-up sword, I suddenly lose my balance and step down on my bad leg. Pain shoots up through the leg, and I bite my teeth together as I stumble backwards. But instead of falling to the ground, my back bumps into something. I feel my arms being caught from below, keeping me from falling over. Oh? Take it easy there. You don't look like you're in state fit for jumping around like that. Hey, it's the guy from before! Oh, hi! Huh? I open up my eyes and realize that I have fallen backwards into the arms of a stranger. That was some swing. You alright? Okay, so this is our character then. Lena. And of course, this is the guy from before. The teasing tone in his voice makes me frown in annoyance. Would you be so kind as to let go of me? The man grins at my complaint. Ah, so cold. Sure you can stand? He helps me up as I find my balance with the crutch. I turn around and see him more clearly. Still, that was impressive. Even if we're only a small one, I wasn't fast enough to do anything about it. I didn't get to take a proper look at the thing before it was sent flying, but it was some sort of creature I didn't know. Probably one of the hostile animals Aaron was talking about. It was most likely that I had only been aiming at the hen and not at the boy. Had it really been the threatening presence I felt? Could I have been wrong? That's when I noticed the man is still standing there watching me. You're not from around here, are you? Well, I'm pretty near here myself, but I'm sure I would know someone like you. No, you could say I just arrived today. I see, my name is Gavin, and you are? Lena. Lena, nice to meet you. Okay, it's not every day that you get to see a new face in this town. Excuse me for saying it, but I can't help but get the impression that you've had a rough start in these parts. He takes a small nod towards my bandages. Yeah, it hasn't been... Yeah, let's be completely rude now. It hasn't been easy. Yes, well, I've had my difficulties on my way here. He laughs lightheartedly. Wow, that was amazing. Oh, that's the boy talking. Wow, that was amazing. I looked down and noticed the two kids from before. The boy is holding the hen in his arms. Where did you learn to do that, miss? Oh, that's, You! This is the second time today someone calls out me in that manner. Annoyed, I turn my head and see someone familiar appearing between the trees and not far away. Oh, great! This guy again! Tobias. What are you doing here? He's a mix of surprise and then anger. This is the first time we see him riled up like this as he hastily approaches us. Gavin? You were supposed to stay in the cottage, and you were supposed to not be an asshole. You can't tell me what to do. I'll leave how I want to. You two know each other? Gavin looks both surprised and amused by this. Tobias shoots him an angry glare. And you stay out of this. It's none of your business. None of his business? And what is this place none of my business? What? left you alone, that you alone have found me and brought me back. So what is this town? You're right. It is none of your business. All you have to do is get better and go back from where you came from. Your kind has nothing to do here. Wow! My kind? Hey, aren't we going a little overboard here? Tobias, why don't you give a nice lady a break? You shouldn't be yelling at a woman when she is hurt. Thank you, Gavin! Look, at this point, I like Gavin more than I like you, Tobias. After shooting Gavin in yet another icy stare, Tobias finally backs down. Fine, do whatever you want. Then he turns around and leaves on the spot. Oh my, he was certainly in a good mood. Oh, you could tell! I stand there looking in the direction where Tobias disappeared. Well, I guess it's about time we got back to town. What do you say? I say yes! Gavin nudges the kids who had been watching our quarrel with wide eyes. Yeah, alright then. He turns to look at me. What about you? Going to just stand there? Dots, and more dots. Shortly after, I find myself in a small inn. Something looks like it is still under construction, but it is already in use. Gavin has his place at a table near the wall when I see another familiar face approach us. Oh, there you are again. Just sit tight. I'll get you something good. You work here? My sister and I run this place, so just relax. This is on me. Erin disappears out of sight. Before long, she returns with 2 plates of dinner for us. Enjoy! Thank you, Erin. That's very nice of you. Don't mention it. Oh, by the way, did you remember to drink your tea? Tea? Yes, I believe Tobias gave Tobias some tea for you. Oh! Oh, it's from you? My sister made it. She's really good with herbs and healing. If you drink it, you'll get better much faster. Well, had I known that, I would have been drinking it a lot more. Thank you. I'll remember that. Erin just smiles and then returns to her duties. So the tea had come from her, too. You know her, too? Oh, not really. It seems she was one of the people who helped me when I got hurt. I see. You strayed pretty far in these mountains when you got hurt. What were you doing all the way up there? Here. Looks like I shouldn't be asking that just yet. No, well, everyone has his or her reason for being here. Reasons? Yes, isn't it obvious? This is a village full of secrets. He says this with a teasing smirk as if making fun of me. But he has a point. A hidden village all the way up in the mountains? I can't imagine why anyone would settle down in such a secluded place without a good reason. I'm certainly not sure what kind of place I have ended up in. So, what is your reason for being here? Mine? That's a good question. One I'm afraid I can't quite answer yet. I watch him carefully. There's something about this guy that tells me to stay on my guard, but I'm not really sure what it is. Dots, and dots. At the end of the day, I return to the cottage. Tobias is inside. He's cleaning one of his hunting knives and doing his best to ignore my entrance. I'm not gonna let him get off that easily, though. Why? He finally looks up. Why what? Why didn't you tell me about the village? Because I did not intend to let someone like you know about it. Did you really believe you could bring me here and I wouldn't notice? If you're so against someone of my kind coming here, maybe you should let me lie where you found me. Trust me, I'm beginning to believe I should have. I don't doubt it. This man definitely pisses me off. Ever since I got here, he has acted this way towards me. I'm seriously beginning to doubt why he even bothered saving me in the first place. Now give me my sword and I'll leave. Leave? He jumps from his chair. Walk out in that condition and you'll die. If you're just complaining about your things again, I already put them in your room for you. Good. With that, I immediately turn around and head for the bedroom, not sparing him another glance. Just as he said, I find all my things on my chair in my room. My sword is lying on top of my damaged uniform. I picked it up and just watch it in silence. It is strange, but it's almost as if the sword contains an important part of me. Only when it is here do I feel secure. What a sentimental way of putting it. I put the sword aside with a sigh and take a look at my uniform. It's in bad shape after my fall from the cliff, but most of the bloodstain has been removed. Apparently Tobias or Aaron washed it and fixed it for me. Most likely Aaron. I can't imagine Tobias doing that much for me. Looking through my things, I realized that my dagger is missing. Probably lost it in the fall. The polished surface of a shield-shaped emblem catches the light and reflects the symbol of the rose engraved on its front. The proof that I am a Templar. The other side of the emblem is blank and smooth. I watched the untouched surface in deep thought. This is where the symbol of my family was supposed to be, as the crests of every other Templar have been engraved in their emblems for identification. I remember seeing Simon's emblem once and thinking how beautiful his family's crest had been. A blank page. Looking at my emblem always reminds me of this. My little trip has worn me out more than I initially thought. My head is hurting again and I'm feeling awfully tired. I don't feel like going out and talking to Tobias again, so I put my emblem back in its place and decide to lie down on the bed to rest for the evening. Dots, dots, dots. Ooh, Dale again. Tell me about the rose. Darkness is falling and we have made camp for the day. Dale is sitting in front of the fire with a cup of tea, posing this request as I approach her. The rose? Yes, we don't know all that much about it in Carrere. Apart from how the Templars of the Blue Rose are supposed to be exceptional warriors with special abilities. But what they really are, I'd like to know. I watched the flames for a while, considering how to best explain it. The rose is from what we Templars drew our power. It's a source of energy that we can connect with, and thereby do things we would otherwise not be capable of. It is a gift. Energy? You mean, like magic? Dale watches me curiously. I have heard that the country of Kiara has a very strict view on magic and the occult, even more so than Tenvis. Only their priestesses are allowed a kind of magic, but it's very weak. Through small verses of prayer, they draw magic from objects called symbols and use them for different purposes. In the end, the views on those otherworldly things aren't so different in those two countries. Just the degree of what is acceptable and not. No, not exactly. I'll tell you a story about the rose if you are interested. Go on. I need to pass the time anyway. I take another small pause to recall the old story before I begin. The way I heard it for the first time, I remember clearly. It was years ago, when I was still a little girl running down the hall and coming upon that tall statue. It was a beautifully shaped woman of stone holding a rose in her hands, eyes closed. She looked both serene and beautiful as she stood in that hall, as if time didn't move around her. Who's that? My old caretaker had smiled at my question. That is Lady Yvonne. She is the reason the Templars of Blue Rose even exist. The Templars? How so? Well, a very long time ago there was a great war in Tenvis. Lady Yvonne had lived peacefully in her lord's castle, far away from the front. But soon the war moved closer and closer to her home as Tenvis at war was losing the fight. And one day that castle itself was under siege, overrun by enemy soldiers. The enemy was ruthless, destroying everything as they went. They even burned down the lady's beautiful rose garden. And as all seemed to be lost, and many others, including the lord, had evacuated the castle, Yvonne still stayed behind along with a few loyal knights guarding her. She called those knights to her and prayed for them while holding the very last blue rose from the garden in their hands. As she prayed on this beautiful flower, the knights felt a renewed energy granted to them, and they returned to the battlefield while Yvonne sat and prayed. Suddenly the tides turned, and these knights fought a brave battle with power never seen before. The enemy was defeated, and the last survivors fled. Those knights are said to be the ones that later formed the Templars of the Blue Rose, and they still borrow the powers of the rose whenever they go to battle. Why did she stay behind? I don't know. Maybe she had strong faith from the beginning that she would be able to make it. Looking up at that beautiful statue, I think at that moment, she became something like an idol to me. Lady Yvonne and her flower. That's it? In short, yes. I'm gonna save here, and I'll be back with more. See ya!